Now to campaign 2016, where the race for Sacramento mayor is heating up.
And as you can see right now, Sacramento City Councilwoman Angelique Ashby, who is also running for mayor, joins us tonight. Ms. Ashby, thanks for being with us. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, let's talk a little bit about money in politics, because you and your campaign are very concerned about this. Your opponent, Darrell Steinberg, has raised $1.5 million from previous campaigns when he was in the Senate. You have raised somewhere in the neighborhood of $250,000. You're way below. Your campaign has complained about this. The voter in America today is frustrated with the amount of money that's being played out in politics. They think it's corrupting the system. Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders both campaign using that slogan. They've been very popular with it. How do you stop the money corrupting politicians today?
Well, I would just say, first of all, Mr. Steinberg and I have raised pretty close to the same amount. He's raised more than me in terms of into mayoral accounts.
But he can use that money that he raised years ago now.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're saying that's not fair.
Right, exactly. He raised $1.4 million while serving as president of the Senate. A lot of the money is from Southern California, from special interests. It's all from groups that are interested in state decisions.
Let's get back to this question. How do you stop money corrupting politicians in our system today?
Well, in Sacramento, California, according to our city attorney, I have to sue him, or somebody would have to sue him to prevent him from being able to use that money.
Okay, Adrian's got a question for you. Before we get to that, let's get to the response that we received from Darrell Steinberg today, because we reached out to his campaign, and they told us, and we quote, "Every campaign that Darrell Steinberg has ever run, he's run positively and completely by the rules. This is no different. Every third-party expert, including the city attorney himself, has agreed. I would respectfully suggest City Councilwoman Ashby would be better served focusing on the issues and her own campaign instead of perpetually complaining about the rule book." Okay, that's his response, and Adrian has a question.
Ms. Ashby, thank you so much for being here tonight. We're at a time in politics where we're seeing Americans vote anti-establishment. We've seen it with people like Donald Trump, of course. We know that you've described Darrell Steinberg as part of that establishment. So what's the disconnect here in Sacramento? Why is this not the case here?
I actually don't agree with you that it wouldn't be the case here. I think what you're seeing is a lot of money being spent to control messaging, and while it's pretty easy to call me a complainer to ask for the rules to be fair, it's really not equal when you create a system that, even if I had been raising money during that same period of time, would have been held to the city limits. So I don't believe that you're seeing a different sentiment. I think you're seeing people react to a lot of money being spent on messaging.
Do you have a chance? But do you have a chance? I mean, because you're up against. The insiders say he has so much money, you got no shot.
Based on money, I don't. But I don't believe that the office of mayor should be for sale. So I'm not going to be able to buy the seat. I'm going to go out and work as hard as I can for every vote. It's the only shot I have, is to go talk to as many people as possible in Sacramento, tell them my story, let them know who I am, and hope that the voters at the end of the day don't vote based on dollars and messaging that they've received based on those dollars.
All right. Sacramento City Councilwoman Angelique Ashby, thank you so much for your time this evening.
Thank you for having me.